Last time at the Spellcorp Industrial Complex, we built this massive warehouse and we filled it up with drawers and forklifts with the intention of cleaning up this mess. Alright, so today we're going to be looking at moving some of this stuff out of here and getting it in the warehouse. And we're also going to be looking at getting an applied energistics system set up so that we can start digitizing all of this extra stuff because there's a lot here. First thing we have to tackle then is this quest line here for Applied Energistics, because I've used Applied Energistics a lot in the past, but honestly, I don't remember it. Ever since Refined Storage came out, I've been messing around with that because honestly, it's a little easier to use. You don't have to deal with channel limits and different things, but Applied Energistics always has my heart. I love it. So let's take a look here. Kind of just follow this, I guess. So first things first, Applied Energistics 2. Virtual storage system. AE2 is an incredibly versatile digital storage model allowing for extremely efficient storage and all sorts of automation capabilities. That's what we're looking for to greatly augment your modded Minecraft experience from as early as you want to the very end game. To get started, you'll need to mine an important resource known as Quartz. I guess first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna check and see if we have Quartz somewhere. I guess I actually have no Quartz, so I'm gonna have to go find some. Bit of an oversight by myself here, as I thought I could just find Quartz ore by mining again, but I spent a bit of time looking around and found nothing, and rereading this I realized it doesn't say that it's ore. It says, just like amethyst, you'll find Quartz crystals that you can mine for Quartz dust and crystals. And I guess these actually spawn in the Applied Energistics Meteorites, so I'm gonna go find one of those. I think we have one somewhat nearby. I think, there's just one over this way to the east, so we'll go check that out and see if we can find some crystals there. I'm coming up on the meteorite here, and look at this little biome here. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. There's birds chirping. There's the breeze blowing. There's dogs barking. It's gorgeous here. Sun shining. I'm warm. There are deer. I feel like I'm in a Disney movie right now. Look at this place. Oh, it's fantastic. Where is this meteorite? Where is it? Oh, here we go. Our beautiful, beautiful forest biome destroyed by nature. Okay, let's see. Let's see if there's anything in this. Sky stone. Okay, I need break pickup. Wait, this says Ad Astra. This might not be the meteorite we need. Gilded blackstone in here. And a chest. This is not the kind of meteorite I need. Moon sand. We'll take it. We'll take it all. Okay, well. Huh. Okay, do we have other meteorites that we've seen? There's, oh, these two. There's two over here. So I'm gonna guess that based on how, oh, and there's one in the water there? Okay, well, we're going exploring again. I'm gonna guess that this one is probably the Applied Energistics because this one looks like the same as the one we're at. And I don't know, that one could be too. Based on kind of the ring around it matches this one. So we'll go check those out. Let's go see what we have at those. I stopped at the base on my way back from that one meteorite before we head out to check the other ones, and I got distracted and I found something cool. Okay, look at this. So we have all this Inferium essence that I've been growing over there, and I have quite a bit of it. And I figured out a way to automatically craft it because, man, this stuff is terrible to craft in a crafting table on your own. So check this out. We got this crafter, tier 3, from RF Tools Utility. This thing's like super cheap to make. Look at this. It's like crafting tables and redstone torches to get the tier 2 and the tier 3, and then the tier 1 it requires this machine frame. It's so cheap. So cheap. So I made one, and I set up a couple recipes in here to automatically compact this stuff, and you can look at how this is gonna work. Okay, let's take a bunch of it. My game might lag a little as I put it in, but watch this. It goes through it like nothing. It chops it all up. It's blowing through the stuff. We had 13, now we have 14. Yeah, that's crazy. It just blows through it all. So it crafts it so fast, and I'll show you how this works just so that you can repeat this if you want. So we basically have the recipes here showing an infusion crystal. It has one. I just put any infusion crystal in it. It seems to work with any of them. So the breakdown of kind of the tiers, you go through as usual, making them up. This setting you can leave alone, but this one here is what you want to change. So you want to change it until it says result of crafting operation will stay in input buffer. If you don't do this, every time it crafts one layer of it, it's going to spit it out into here, and it's going to spit the crystal out into here, and then they can't get used. So you have to change this to make them stay in the input buffer, and that's the same throughout all of these except for the last one. On the very last one, I'm going to say result of crafting operation will go to output buffer, so that'll send our Insanium out, but remaining items like buckets, so in this case our infusion crystal, will stay in input. So this way, everything gets crafted up super fast and it just goes into here. Amazing. And I'm going to be using some of this Insanium, I think, a little later to get more Certus Quartz, so stay tuned for that. Meteorite number 2. Ooh, this is cool looking. This is a neat little spot. Have I been here? I must have been here and destroyed all of this, hey? Yeah, you know what? I needed it for a roof and I definitely took it. Okay, but we left some stuff. Mysterious cube we left, and we left these Certus Quartz buds growing. So, how do I get this? Can I mine this with my brake pickup? Oh, we can. Oh, and we get the presses. Okay, so we're gonna need these presses to make circuit boards, I think. I think that's what those are used for. Good. Now, how do I get this stuff? Okay. Flawless budding crystal, large Certus Quartz. I don't have fortune, so we do just have to mine it. And where is it? It's running. What? We got it. Okay, fine. Certus Quartz dust. Well, I need the actual crystals, don't I? Certus Quartz crystals. A fully grown quartz bud drops crystals. Was that one not fully grown? Was it just a mistake? Large is different from the other one? Large is not fully grown. We're looking for Certus Quartz clusters, so none of these are fully grown, hey? That is too bad. That's really too bad. I guess I'll go check out the other meteorites and see if those ones have any clusters. Otherwise, we may just be stuck waiting for a bit. Meteorite 3 is just another Ad Astra one, so this one isn't going to be much help either. This one looks promising. Okay, half submerged. It's perfect for us. Let's get into this thing. There we go. Another mysterious cube though, huh? Oh, I broke the crystals. What do we have? Flawless, chipped, flawless. Okay, well, let's break the spaces around them. Let's remove our AoE. And I guess we're just gonna have to wait, huh? It's okay. We're gonna get crystals going like crazy after this, once we get the first few to get started. I figured I'd be productive while I waited. And what that meant was I wanted to try to get Fortune 3 so that we could harvest those crystals and get a lot more, and I wouldn't have to wait as long. But that productivity has turned into a huge adventure looking for rabbit's feet, because I need rabbit foot to make the luck enchant or the luck glyph for my magic book here. But I have not seen a single rabbit, and I've been traveling for a long time, so I guess I'll keep looking, but I don't know if they even exist. Aha. Target acquired. Target acquired. We just gotta sneak up on them. Oh, there's a couple here. Okay, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him! Get him! Get him! No foot. Well, we keep trying. I think I'm just gonna bring some of these rabbits home with me and breed them up at home. That way we can try to get the foot from home. So let's leave that guy here. The king of the jungle, try king of the desert. Good luck, bud. Good luck. Oh my god. Look at this pyramid. This is natural? This is just in the world? That is huge. Oh my goodness. No match for my warehouse, but this is something. Can I go inside it? And whoa. Discover a better desert temple. And there's a sword icon. Is there an entrance to this better desert temple? I'm gonna guess on that side there might be. Oh, a meteorite right at the front door. Look at this thing. Holy smokes. I don't know if this is supposed to be revealed. Oh, wow. Oh, this is insane. This is really cool. There's some pressure plates. Puzzle of some kind, I guess. I don't know what that does. There's husks spawning already. Bookshelves. Oh, babies. I want these bookshelves. I've been looking for bookshelves. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, this is crazy. This is huge. Okay, this will be something to come back to, but I'm on a rabbit mission. I can't deal with this right now. The rabbits keep growing up inside the walls and dying, so I'm giving up on this. Let's just go check on our quartz. It might be done by now. I've spent a lot of time figuring out rabbits. Oh, we got one Sturgis quartz cluster. We got 4 crystals from one. And another cluster. 8? Oh, baby. Yeah, we can work with this. Set this back up because we're just making Sturgis quartz seeds. I see no sense in building some crazy farm with the stuff. I'm just gonna use the seeds. They're just too easy for right now. Maybe later we'll make a cool applied energistics one, but I want to get jump started. I want to get this stuff, and all it takes is a simple ritual in our parking lot. The perfect place for after work activities. Let's just leave that there for now. And now our Insanium comes into play. We're gonna take a couple of this for now, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some Insanium farmland, because this in the thingy boosts by quite a bit, I think. 1.3%. That's pretty good. So that's a huge boost to our crops. So we're gonna be able to use that in our botany pots. And we'll get some Sturgis quartz coming up here shortly. So more waiting. More waiting. We do have this first quest done now, at least. So we get someone's head, we get Sturgis quartz dust and XP. Next up, we can make a wrench. I don't care about a wrench. First things first. 2 of the very first things you'll need to get started are the charger and the inscriber. The charger, when supplied with power, will take Sturgis quartz crystals and charge them. These charged Sturgis quartz crystals can then be used in the production of Fluix, another important resource in the mod. It can also be used to charge any item that stores power. The inscriber can be used to turn the various quartz crystals in AE2 into their dust form, but more importantly is used to fabricate special printed circuits and processors. So we have to make these up first, a charger and an inscriber. It's just iron and copper. It's iron, copper, and sticky pistons. Let's grab those. Those are easy. Charger, inscriber, another quest done. Now let's see, with these, can I hook them up to the mechanism power? Are they gonna work? It says they're taking power. Device offline. Does it work? Put one in. Device offline. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, it is working. Fantastic. What's next here? It's time to find some meteorites. We've already done that. It wants us to make a meteorite compass in a charger, just with a regular compass. Easy enough. Next up, we need processors. Once you've obtained a full set of the required inscriber presses, it's time to start making some processors. These are important crafting ingredients used to make the majority of stuff, yada, yada, yada. Okay. We also need to branch down this path, I think, and make Fluix crystals. Arguably the most important resource you'll need next is Fluix. Used throughout the vast majority of AE2 devices and serving as a base for crafting all of the cabling within an ME network, you typically want to mass produce these, and the best way to do so is a Fluix crystal by throwing nether quartz, charged Sturgis quartz, and redstone together in a pool of water. This will give you a Fluix crystal, which you can turn into dust into an inscriber. What did it say we need? We need charged Sturgis quartz, redstone, and nether quartz, and throw it into a pool of water. Do I even have pools of water? Over here is the closest one, I think. Let's see what happens. It's gonna float away. We're gonna lose it all? No. We got Fluix crystals. Awesome. Easy as that. Crushing these out. Basic cabling. Wants me to make all of these different cables. And there's a lot to read. Okay, well, let's just make cables. Fluix. Quartz fiber, which is glass and Sturgis quartz dust. On it. Just like that, we got some of these quartz fibers, which we need to make into fluix crystals, which is 1. And then we need dense cables. And then you need 4 of these to make a big dense cable. And I think that's it, right? Oh, I didn't make a covered cable, which is... Oh, the covered cable is just that. I made that. Maybe it didn't work. Well, I guess I gotta make more. Like this, and then this. Fluix covered cable. Is it working? Yes, okay. And we can read this now. We'll skip the first bit, yada, yada, yada. Both glass cables and their covered counterpart can carry up to 8 channels along a single section of cabling. Unlike glass cables, covered cables can subsequently be crafted into dense covered cables, capable of carrying up to 32 channels. However, most multi-part devices, such as buses and terminals, cannot be directly attached to dense cables, requiring normal width cables to form a connection instead. All cables can also be crafted with dye to color them. Uncolored cables can connect to any other color of cable, but otherwise differently colored cables will never connect to one another. Okay, so we can make the dense cables to carry 32 channels. That's good. I forgot about all that. So cable anchors we can make, advanced cabling. The ME smart cable and dense smart cable function identically to the covered cables, but will also visibly display the amount of channels they are using as colored lines along themselves. Cool. Okay, here we go. A little bit more forward on channels. In Applied Energistics 2, every ME network has a certain number of channels available, which simply means how many network devices can fit on the whole network. As a rule of thumb, any device that more or less handles ME data directly, items stored within the network, and carries out some form of input-output will take up a channel. Usually components that are only concerned with the internal power storage of the network, like energy cells and inscribers, do not take up channels. Networks without an ME controller are known as ad hoc networks and only support a maximum of 8 channels. Okay, what's next? We can pass that, get our XP. And can we do this yet? We're getting close. We need processors next before we can make our controller. So processors it is. What do we need? We need a logic, a calculation, and engineering. How do we make each of these? Printed logic circuit, which is just gold in an inscriber. Calculation is Certus quartz in an inscriber, and diamond in an inscriber. So we got to make all of these, and then silicon in an inscriber. And how do we get silicon? It is cooking Certus quartz, right? Just cook up some Certus quartz. Can we do this in our smelter? We certainly can. Okay, processor time. This is gonna take a minute. It's a little bit slow, so I guess I'll bring you back once I've made up all of these circuit bits. I made a whole little circuit farm here that's running just to get all these circuits made up so that I can start packing them together for this. It was going too slow, so here we go. Improvements. We got our first one. Look at this. Ready? Calculation processor. We can get our next one, our logic circuit, and then we can make one of these ones. Boom, engineering processor. Now, processors complete. We get an 82 medium reward bag. What are we gonna get? We got a logic processor. Cool, we got maybe like 2 of those? Neat, okay. Next up, terminals. I need terminals before to let me make the ME controller. I need a regular terminal and a crafting terminal. These are just gonna be our access points. Oh, wow, okay. I need quartz glass, which is regular glass, rounded, an annihilation core, logic processors, fluix dust. Oh boy, lots of stuff. Fluix dust. Luckily, we can make some of this fluix essence to get more of this, huh? So maybe I'm gonna make one of these seeds and we'll get some fluix growing for us too, huh? 1 set of cores, and then I think the other one is like that. Another set of cores. Now we can make ME terminal and then let it sit in our inventory. Make sure we get that achievement. Upgrade it to a crafting terminal. And now we're in the big leagues. ME controller, the last piece of the puzzle. It supplies the ME network with a far larger number of channels than the standard 8 channels for ad hoc networks, providing 32 channels out of each face of the block for a total of 216 channels. That's only for a single block controller. However, since the ME controller is in fact a multi-block, it can get up to 7x7. Each individual block can then provide its own separate set of channels, so long as no single controller block is surrounded by 4 other blocks along the same plane. An ME network may only contain 1 multi-block controller at any given time. Attempting to connect more than one will cause a conflict, shutting down the whole network. Let's make our controller. What we've been waiting all episode for. ME controller. What do I need? I need Skystone. I need Fluix Crystal. I need Engineer. I'm out of the stuff. I have Skystone somewhere in here. Skystone block. Sweet. Here we go. Engineering thing. ME controller. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. Networking switchboard. That's complete. Now, we're still not even there yet. We need a storage thing. We need an ME chest and ME drive. Digital storage. Cells are accessible through a chest for single cells or ME drive for multiple cells. Wants me to make multiple. Okay, let's make these. Chest and drive. With almost all of the pieces together, I'm gonna head to the warehouse and we're gonna set up a little thing so that we can start putting stuff inside our system. Okay, we obviously need the controller. That's good, and this is gonna need power. So I brought along some friends for now, some little wind turbines, because I think we can just connect these, and we'll hook them up outside for right now. Because I'm lazy, and I don't want to set up a real power network. Sue me. There we go. This is all powered now. Fantastic. We can click on it. We can see how much power things are taking. Energy usage, 2.99 AE per tick. We're generating around 4, I guess? I don't know. That's going down. That might just be because it's full. I don't really know. Whatever. As for that, we're going to need our drive connected, and that shows up. And then our Fluix cable with our crafting terminal on top. And now we can see it. Can I make this bigger? This is, there we go. Full height. I want full height terminal. Awesome, but we can't put anything in it yet because we do unfortunately need some drives. And does this chest need to be connected to the network? It must be. Well, okay. Let's make our drive now. Creating your first storage cell. Each individual cell has a certain capacity dictated by the component. The first of the components is the 1K storage cell, providing 1,024 bytes of storage for a given cell. More on that later. Create the 1K component, which will be combined with housing in the next quest. First storage component made. And I'm thinking if I can, I'd like to just upgrade this fast as possible. But it wants me to make a storage drive out of it first. 1K storage cell. Done. We now have digital storage. Check this out, okay? We'll claim all that stuff. I can put this in here. And now I can dump this stuff all in. And that starts to take up some space. 202 bytes used, 20 of 63 types. So the way this works is you can have 63 different types of items in one cell. And so here we have 20 different types. And each of those types, I think you can store, I don't know, for every one type, you can store up to 8 of an item or something. Here it is. Each new type of item added to a cell will take up a certain fraction of the storage cell's total capacity in bytes. For each type already present, 1 byte counts for 8 items of that same type. As an example, a 1K item storage cell containing only cobblestone can hold up to 8,128 cobblestone, so that's 8 times the 1,024 bytes minus 8 bytes divided by type times 1 type, whatever. Complicated math. All that matters to me is that I can put stuff in here. So this is fantastic. I'm going to be able to start dumping things in, but this is not a good spot for our storage right now, is it? We'll adapt it. We'll move it again at some point, but for now it's a good starter. We'll be able to hook up those drawers. Maybe we'll put this over on that side for now. This is fantastic. I want to get more of these drives though. I think I can let's take everything out. Let's take this drive, which is empty. You can sneak right click in the air to get the component back and its item cell housing. Can I upgrade this one? Can I afford to upgrade it yet? 4K. To make the 4K one, I need a bunch of 1Ks. And then I'm assuming, yeah, to make them more and more, we need more and more. Well, I wonder if we can use that crafter to make up a bunch of these right now. Unfortunately, that RF Tools crafter isn't really going to help me making the circuits and stuff because you need to interface with these inscribers. So we're going to have to get into some of this applied energistics auto crafting, but I think that's a job for next time because I don't know how long that part's going to take. I think now all I'm going to handle is I'm going to start bringing a bunch of our bulk stuff. So a lot of the blocks I'm thinking I'm going to put into these drawers. I don't really want items and stuff in here, just blocks purely because I think that'll look cool visually as well as practically. There's going to be a lot of natural blocks that we're going to get in bulk, so it makes sense to store them in these, and then a lot of the items and stuff we'll just do digital. I think with this mod pack, we're going to be able to fully automate getting these drives and be able to get a lot of them with a ton of space. So eventually these drawers are probably going to be obsolete and I won't need them, but we'll probably keep them as a relic eventually. For now, we are going to have to use them. We're going to make use of them, and I'm going to make use of some of these smaller size drives, but I guess I'll make a few more drives to fill this out, maybe with 1Ks or 4Ks, and then we can upgrade those over time. But I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna start moving stuff from the main thing into here. We're gonna make a bunch of drives. I'm gonna make a bunch of processors. None of that's super interesting, so I'm gonna do that off camera. And I guess next time we'll see you at the Spellcorp Industrial Complex, where we're gonna continue to move into the digital age with new information technology and digital storage. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed today. Hope you enjoyed seeing some applied energistics. I'm excited to be back playing with it. It's been a long time since I've used applied energistics, so I'm very, very excited to see what's new, what's different, and what kind of cool stuff we can get up to here at the Spellcorp Industrial Complex. Maybe eventually we'll have to build a server room for all our drives, because I know I'm gonna want a lot. I'm kind of a data hoarder, so we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye. Love you. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.